Welcome to the Vanilla to Vixen podcast. This show contains adult content, so if you are under 18 or easily offended, please switch off now. Mr. and Mrs. N are not qualified relationship counsellors. This show is for entertainment purposes only. Now the disclaimer is out of the way, sit back, relax, and enjoy our journey from Vanilla to Vixen.
Welcome to episode 197 of Vanilla to Vixen. We are your hosts, Mr. and Mrs. N, and also sometimes known as
the naughty couple.
Hello, Mrs. N.
Hello, Mr. N.
Welcome to another action-packed episode of Vanilla to Vixen. We are your hosts, the naughty podcasters, Mr. and Mrs. N. What a week it's been.
It has been a week. We've been celebrating.
We have. We've made the big 2-0.
We have. You've put up with me for 20 years.
We've actually been together longer, but we've been married 20 years.
I know. Can you believe it?
I was only 10 when we got married.
Do you know, if somebody had told you on the day we got married that in 20 years' time you would own your own sex club, would you have believed them?
It's not a sex club. It's a private members club for swingers. Goodness me. I've got a little message here for you, Mrs. N.
Oh, okay.
What gets longer when pulled, works best when jerked, and inserts into a slot?
Oh, I don't know.
A seatbelt.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Filthy-minded person.
I was thinking about those, you know, the little one-arm bandits you used to get in the arcades where you used to have to pull the arm and put the penny in the slot.
I don't think the puller got longer,
no,
though,
it didn't.
I don't think so. Anyway, we move on.
Yes, we've had a busy week.
We have. It was very busy last weekend.
It was. We had our very first Vivid event.
It was brilliant.
It was absolutely brilliant.
It was a lot of fun.
The atmosphere was just off the chart.
Yeah, and it was such an eclectic mix. A big thank you to Tina Von Teese, who really promoted it, and all her V2V crew, who actually turned up and supported us.
They
it was
did, bless
lovely.
them. They did.
Really lovely to see everyone.
We had a whole array of age ranges and different diversities, and it was just... I can't remember when I've had... The atmosphere just felt so much fun.
It was. We had straight couples, we had T-girls, we had bi couples. We just had a massive mix of everyone, and it was just so much fun. The music was just brilliant. Gloria Gaynor meets YMCA.
You were under a little bit of pressure, weren't you, Mr. N, with you? And there was a few guests that actually kind of mentioned it to you.
Yeah, Tina Von Teese, the mistress not only of the flogger, but also of the decks.
Yes.
And she started laying down standards that I had to live up to. It was very difficult. The bar
was high, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very difficult. But apparently a couple of the V2V crew said the music was great. So
it wasn't just the V2V crew. I had a couple of compliments as well about how good the music was. The dance floor was full all night.
Yeah.
We were all on there, weren't we?
It was
strutting
great.
Our stuff. It was just, so much. I'm so pleased how well it went, and I'm so glad that we've now started a community that have got a safe place to come and have fun and enjoy themselves.
Every month we will have a Vivid party. Check out the dates on v2v.uk.
It was so much fun. I'm really looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely. Then on Saturday...
Yes, Saturday. Let's talk about Saturday.
We had a return of an old favourite, Vanilla to Vixen.
It was.
But quite a few of the couples that actually come on the Friday. because they were so eager to come to Vivid, which was really nice. So we've got like people that attended just Vanilla to Vixen now attending our other parties as well. So it's just like a big blur now of like people mixing over into different parties.
It's great. It's so good.
And we had a grand opening of the outdoor area, which is still not finished anywhere near.
No, but Mr. and Mrs. Curious Dubster have been working their little socks off this week.
I know, they've been brilliant.
Yeah, so it's getting done.
It's getting there.
As I famously say, it is getting there, but it does look brilliant. And people are enjoying the fact that there's now seating and, you know, such a nice environment out there.
We've got a fence.
We have one hell of a fence.
Yeah, it's about the size of an elephant house.
It's huge.
Because we wanted to make it really private.
Yeah.
And certainly no one's going to see over the top of that.
Yeah. So you do need to come along to the club and see the progress. Obviously, it's still a work in progress. We've still got ideas that we're going to do. But each time you come, you will find there's just little changes here and there within the club.
Absolutely. And of course, the moment we finished the outdoor area, the weather turned to shit.
It did, yes.
So if you're missing the sunshine, it's our fault.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Basically.
We're sorry. But anyway, going back to Saturday night.
Yes.
It was Cosmic Connections.
Yes, we did the last one, I think, towards the end of last year. Obviously not at our club. That was a previous club.
Yeah.
And we did it for the first time at V2V. And we had some amazing costumes, including the best one, definitely wins best costume, a gentleman that turned up in a light-up astronaut outfit.
It was him and his wife. They honestly... I just want to set the scene a little bit.
Okay.
So as you walk into V2V, you are presented with a canopy of lights.
Bombarded with.
You are bombarded with them, yes. However, hanging from the canopy of lights, we had planets and we had aliens.
Aliens all over the club.
They were all over the club, yes.
It's the age of disclosure for anybody that didn't know. You know, there's America's coming out more or less saying, yeah, we've got these UFOs, or UAPs as they're now called, and we don't know what they are. We know where they are. They're not in Area 51.
They're in Nuneaton.
They're in the V2V Club. The V2V Club was Area 51 for one night.
It was. So obviously we dressed up, as we do.
The aliens were inflatable.
They were. Yeah, we did struggle a little bit. We couldn't blow them up quick enough.
The holes were too small.
They were.
That's what the problem was. The holes were too small in the inflatables.
I think us and some of the other crew were a little bit out of breath from all the blowing.
Yeah. Mr. Curious Dubster looked purple.
He did. I have to comment, though. You and Mr. Curious Dubster, oh my word.
Ah, yes.
So you kind of collaborated, didn't you, on your outfits?
We did. And, you know, we went to that fashionable place, Smithy's. So for anyone that doesn't know, it's been mentioned before on the podcast, Smithy's do your fancy dress costume. They've basically got a character costume for just about everybody out there. Everybody from a space alien to, I don't know, Jimmy Savile. You can dress up as Jimmy Savile.
Goodness.
I don't know who would want to, but
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Let's just brush over that one.
And Smithy's, the quality of them, let's say, is budget friendly. Mine arrived, and the middle of the costume, the body of the costume, was very, very small, but the sleeves were gigantic.
Yeah, they were like designed for like orangutans.
They were like two elephants' trunks hanging off my arms.
So you actually went as Captain Kirk.
Yes, well, originally it was a Captain Kirk costume, but I looked more like, I'm trying to think, somebody who wore sort of skin-tight clothing. Do you remember Eurotrash, Jean-Paul?
I do, yes.
He wore, you know, skin-tight tops.
He did.
It was kind of like the skin-tight top of was it Jean-Paul? Jean-Paul.
Yeah, something like that.
Jean-Paul. from Eurotrash with the sleeves of I don't know, like a wizard. I think. So I was Captain Kirk.
And Mr. Curious Dubster.
He Stop me laughing. So Mr. Curious Dubster was Mr. Spock.
He was.
Apart from his wig wasn't quite Mr. Spock's hair.
Actually, his wig wasn't too bad. It was the ears that were a little bit.
Let's come on to the ears in a moment.
Okay.
The wig wasn't bad if he was going to the party dressed as Paul McCartney from the Beatles.
That's true.
So he got the hair of Paul McCartney, a Smithy's top. His, curiously, was very similar to mine, but his was a size too big all over, which made the arms absolutely gigantic. He kept tripping on them, on the sleeves. And then, to finish it off, he couldn't find any Dr. Spock ears anywhere.
No.
But Mrs. Curious Dubster, she is a very, very clever lady.
She is.
She's very resourceful.
She's very, very resourceful.
And so she found Mr. Curious Dubster a pair of pixie ears. and Mr. Curious Dubster was quite intrigued with how real these ears felt. So he kept taking one of his ears off. It was almost like a scene of Reservoir Dogs, where he kept giving people this ear and going, have a feel of this. It feels really real.
I think the funniest thing was seeing you absolutely wetting yourself because Mr. Curious Dubster had to walk down the street dressed as Spock.
He went out to the car park to his vehicle to go and get something, and he's like, oh shit, I'm dressed as Mr. Spock. So I was like, don't worry, Mr. Curious Dubster, I'll come with you. And then for some reason I decided that my James T. Kirk costume wasn't enough, so I just randomly put on these sci-fi glasses which I had from last year.
Yeah.
And they flash and they look like cyberpunk type, really cool glasses. Don't fit in with James T. Kirk at all, but never mind. So I was got these like flashing glasses on, which kind of reduced my vision to, well, zero really. So I couldn't see where I was going. I was bumping into everything. Mr. Curious Dubster kept thinking I was about to have a fit because I couldn't slow the flashing down on them. But Mr. Curious Dubster was like, oh God, I've got to go out to the car park. I'm like, don't worry, I will come with you. You'll be fine. He went out of the back door and I saw two ladies in the car park turn around. They were standing at the actual car park pay machine.
Oh, yeah.
Paying for their space.
Yeah.
They saw him and freaked out. So I thought, oh shit, I'm not going to...
Did you leave him?
I just left him. He was halfway across the car park on his own. As far as I was concerned, I was leaving a man down. By this time, they were trying to climb into, you know, that little slot where you get your change?
Yeah.
I think they were trying to climb in there to escape the madman dressed as Paul McCartney with pixie ears, wearing wizard sleeves. It was just insane.
Oh. However, there was one person that did look frigging awesome and incredibly sexy.
Mrs. Curious Dubster.
Mrs. Curious Dubster.
I think she did this on purpose.
Why is that?
Well, you know, Mr. Curious Dubster started this. Let's go as Star Trek. Let's all be Trekkies. I'm like, yeah, that'll be cool. That'll work. You know, I don't mind. You know, Captain. He insisted I wear a plastic turd as well on my jacket, on my top, because it was going to be the captain's log. Boom, boom.
God.
But I didn't.
No.
But I might as well have done because I still looked a twat anyway. So me and Mr. Curious Dubster are dressed like, you know, wizard sleeve freaks. And then Mrs. Curious Dubster comes out dressed as hot as hell.
She did look freaking awesome.
In this like Star Trek Next Generation costume.
Yeah.
Hers was like skin tight, perfect fit, really good quality. And we just looked like Paul McCartney with pixie ears and me like an elephant's flaps, basically.
You also got outdone by Mr. and Mrs. MS Chaps, didn't you?
Oh, they turned up.
Wow.
They turned up, and Mr. MS Chaps looked like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He was Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He was literally a Jedi.
He was.
As he came in with a proper... And he could twizzle the Jedi sword and everything. He could do the proper thing.
Yeah.
With it. He was spinning it round.
It's so cool.
And then it was about 2 hours later, I noticed on the front of Mrs. MS Chaps' costume...
Yeah.
She got like a pizza.
Yes.
Like... symbol on her costume.
Yeah.
Because hers was like totally skin tight. It was almost like a leotard type thing.
Yes.
With
a luminous like fishnets tights and yeah,
absolutely. And Mrs. MS Chaps, for anyone that doesn't know, is an incredibly hot lady. And so it was 2 hours before I noticed the emblem on the front of her outfit. And I said to you, Why has Mrs. MS Chaps got pizza on the front of her outfit?
Seriously.
I don't know.
I had to explain this to you and also to Mr. Curious Dubster.
Yes.
She was dressed up as one of the aliens from Toy Story.
Which, yes, I didn't know that.
And anybody that's seen Toy Story knows that the aliens are in one of the grabber machines in Pizza Planet.
You might as well be talking Klingon. I don't know what you're talking about, but it all sounds very good. But you said to me, how come you've only noticed 2 hours later? I'm like, that's because I was looking at her ass.
And then there's all us thinking that we were quite smug. That, you know, we'd made this effort, we'd dressed up.
Yes.
I looked like something that had just been wrapped in Bako foil.
No, yours was very good.
Was it?
Yeah, yours was really cool. You were like a generic sort of... microwave chicken.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, you know, like it was a generic alien type thing.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Yeah, it was a little bit sweaty.
Was it?
Yeah, the material was a little bit sweaty.
And here's me thinking you were just excited.
And then the most beautiful couple walked in and literally just pissed all over us.
Yes.
They had the best costumes ever.
On our bar, for anybody that doesn't know, we have like a massive, humongous bar at the V2V Club. And all the way along the bar, we've got neon lighting all over it. And this gentleman's boots matched our neon bar.
Oh, they changed colour, they flashed. He had this whole stealth-like helmet thing on, which looked bloody awesome.
It was Daft Punk's helmet.
Was it Daft Punk? Sorry.
It was literally Daft. Anybody that doesn't know, they're a French like dance band, and they'll come on in these like really cool helmets. This gentleman had got one.
They'd got neon piping on their astronaut outfits, hadn't they? And
they were awesome.
I just said to them, well, that's it. We just might as well go home.
I know.
Because literally they just outdid everybody. It was
just
brilliant.
Blew everybody away.
They did, bless them. So thank you for joining in the madness of what a V2V is.
It was brilliant
It
fun.
was really good fun and it was a really good night.
And then the highlight for me of that night was we had a real mixture of different couples attending.
Yeah.
And what was really nice was it wasn't as busy as an old vanilla to Vixen.
Yeah.
Because they were crazy. They were mental because we only used to do them once a month. And because obviously now we've got different events every week, it was like a nice sort of amount of people there.
Yeah.
So there was rooms on the beds. There was, you know, it was room to do things.
And everybody played.
I know.
Everybody was playing.
I know. It was really good. And we had one particular couple who were incredibly nervous when they walked through the doors.
Yes.
And I was introducing myself, and the gentleman said, this is my wife, she doesn't speak any English.
That's right, yes.
She's Polish.
Yeah.
So you've got the combination of not only, you know, they were really nervous because they were coming to this swingers club for the first time. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's behind the doors. But not only that, she doesn't speak the native language.
No.
And that must be like absolutely terrifying. And she sat down and she sat there and I watched her with her husband. And I'm like, I've got to do something. I've got to do something. And I suddenly remembered that we got another couple in the club and the lady could speak Polish.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I remembered it, but I did. So I went into them and said, we've got this real nervous couple. And that's all I had to say. We've got this really nervous couple. The lady doesn't speak any English. She's Polish. And before I said anything, she went, I'll come and introduce myself. Let me come and see her. And this beautiful couple just made an absolute beeline for this other couple, and they were chattering away in Polish.
Honestly, it was like they were long lost friends.
Yeah.
It was amazing to watch. And the sweetest thing is, because I went to speak to the couple as well, and I was chatting to the guy, and he said they'd never been to any club before, hadn't done anything. And the reason that they came to the V2V Club, or they chose the V2V Club, is because we had the best reviews, which I thought was so lovely.
Yeah.
Because I suppose if you think about it, if you're just starting out and you're thinking to yourself, I don't know which club to go to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big thing because it can kind of almost make or break you.
Absolutely. And I mean, perhaps if you've listened to the podcast, you know, over 198 hours to us talk shit, you'll know that we talk about different clubs and how different clubs are.
Yeah.
You know, you could go into one club and it really is one end of the spectrum, and then you could go to another club and it really is something completely different. Some clubs are built for kinksters. Some clubs are more swinger based.
Yeah.
Some clubs are barely clubs. Some clubs you can more or less just walk into. Mm-hmm. Some clubs are far more open, like, for instance, the Attic at Derby. That's a real open club where people can just walk in. So every club is very, very, very different. And you're right. You could be totally put off if you go to the wrong club.
Yeah.
So they did the wise thing. They were reading up first.
Yeah.
And then they just decided, we like the look of your... we like the cut of your jib.
One thing I can say about the entire weekend, with the compliments that we received, the biggest compliment that everybody kept saying is, this club is just so friendly. It's got such a relaxed vibe. It's just such a lovely place to be. The atmosphere is just great, which is what we wanted to create. We wanted to take what we'd made from our V2V event and we wanted to bring that to the club. Yeah. And hearing people actually say that is just fabulous.
And you can't make that. You can do lots of things to help it along. Yeah. But it really is that just the amazing people that we have come to the club, such as that couple. Yeah. You know, and I want to do a huge thank you to them for going and making this other couple's night. And they didn't have to, you know. It was just so lovely to watch these two couples, or the newbie couple, go from this real nervous couple to suddenly, it was like watching a flower open up. It was beautiful.
It was amazing. All weekend it was like that, though. Everybody was talking to everybody else. There was none of that, just sitting in the corner by yourself. And because we always promote that anyway. And if we see anybody that looks like they may be slightly on their own, we will go and chat, or the crew will go and chat, or we'll introduce you to other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you never have to feel like, it's that awkwardness.
You don't want to go in and just sort of sit.
No.
And we've got some questions from people.
Okay.
Later on.
Super.
And one of those questions is from a couple, and they're talking about clubs. So we'll come on to that in a little while later.
Okie dokie. But
before we come on to our readers' questions, we've got the Swingers News.
You love this bit, don't you?
Absolutely, from around the globe.
So this week's article comes from the wonderful Lad Bible. This is one of your favourites.
Okay,
but I just want to do a bit of a pre-warn for the gentlemen on this one.
Oh dear.
So you may want to cross your legs a little bit while I'm reading this.
No.
So, in the news this week, it talks about electro-sex. It's a trend that men are losing their minds over. So, if you have ever accidentally turned yourself on by being mildly electrocuted, then I believe you are in the right place. Electro-sex, also known as erotic electrostimulation, or e-stim, is making its way to the mainstream following its popularity in BDSM communities. For men, penile electrostimulation involves applying low voltage electrical currents to the nerves and muscles of the penis.
No. Absolutely not.
So unlike before, e-stim can be achieved far more easily with easily available made-for-play devices like conductive silicone cot rings, clamps or pads that are placed on the skin to transmit mild electrical waves. The current supposedly makes nerve endings more alert, often allowing for intense hands-free climaxes. There are also adhesive pads to attach to your testicles.
Oh, good God.
Or insertable toys for both anal and vaginal use. If you're asking for a friend...
I'm not.
You may place a loop around the shaft and a second contact on the perineum.
Oh, my God.
Or the inner thigh, allowing current to travel through a highly sensitive pathway.
Oh, my God.
Are you okay? Are you squeezing? Clenching?
If I squeeze any tighter, I'll cut the circulation off.
So vaginal users might combine a probe with an adhesive pad placed above the pubic mound. For people with penises, increased engorgement can create a sensation of greater firmness. The testicles are particularly responsive. The skin is thin, nerve endings are densely packed, and many people find even low-level current there produces an intense sensation. As you can imagine, electrocuting yourself comes with some risks.
Yes, death. Death, I would imagine, sort of eventually.
Placing pads too high on the body can cause cardiac disruption.
And then death.
Anyone with a heart condition or epilepsy shouldn't try e-stim.
Otherwise, ending in death.
Other risks include muscle spasms, nerve damage, skin burns and irritation.
And death.
Some users also report temporary numbness or tingling in their genitals after use.
That'll be when they're dead.
Particularly when using high power settings.
Jesus.
Some people find that regular e-stim use makes normal masturbation feel less satisfying.
Yes, I'd imagine so.
This happens because the body can become used to the intense sensations of electrical stimulation. Always start with your chosen device on the lowest setting and increase gradually, and only ever use purpose-built sex tech devices. Never improvise or DIY equipment.
What? Oh yeah, I've got one of those battery jump starters in the car. Just hitch it up to, Ford Focus. Give us a jolt.
Check your device before use and never use it near water, as well as keeping pads strictly below the waist and away from the heart.
Otherwise, death. Have a go in the bath, death.
They recommend that the first time you do it with a partner, in case anything goes wrong. You most certainly will be shocked to learn how much you might enjoy it.
It's like shocked, boom, boom. Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay, guys, you can relax now.
Do you remember when we got sent that tool?
Yes, I do.
We got sent a tool when we had vanilla2vixen.co.uk, the shop. And we got sent this tool from this manufacturer. And I think it was a demo model because some idiot had turned it up. And I didn't know it got settings on it.
It was a cattle prod, wasn't it?
It was a cattle prod. Probably the jump starter from a Ford Focus. And I thought, well, there's no one about. I'll have a go with it. And I just did it on through my jeans. I was sitting down into my thigh. And the noise made me shit myself. Closely followed by the intense pain because it was on level 10.
And you suddenly had a numb leg for about half an hour.
Yeah, it didn't feel very sexual.
No. We sent it back, didn't we?
We did, yeah. Yeah. Oh, well. Now, I learnt something else this week.
Yeah?
I learnt what a dragon was.
Okay.
So in the swinging fraternity, this gentleman is a YouTube influencer.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're called the Impulsive Duo on YouTube. And he's referring to balls. We all know what balls are.
Bulls.
Bulls.
As in Bulls.
Not balls.
I wasn't sure. I was just checking.
Bulls. So
Bulls.
obviously if you've got the hot wife and you have a single gentleman called a bull, and he can come in and do the business with the hot wife while the husband watches, whatever. If you're in that dynamic, and it is our hot wife party this Friday tonight.
It is.
Tonight is our hot wife and bachelor, so we might have a few balls there. Some couples don't particularly like the term bull, do they?
No, I don't think the bulls actually like the term bull either.
No, some guys like the term bull, but it does kind of like come with connotations of being quite sort of forceful alpha male type thing, and some guys don't like that. But this influencer, the Impulsive Duo, was talking about a dragon. Introducing a dragon if you're a hot wife duo.
Okay.
Do you know what a dragon is?
I'm assuming we're not talking about the mythical, like, St. George and the dragon.
No.
No, okay.
No.
In that case, I haven't got a clue.
No, I didn't know either. So there seems to be like more labels and more names every week in the lifestyle. And this one is called the Dragon, and it's actually a bisexual bull.
Oh.
So bull is a straight single guy who is an alpha male, plays with hot wife couples. But if you're a dragon, you're not offering money for businesses on Dragon's Den.
Or saying, I'm out.
Perhaps they do.
Well, once they're finished.
Yeah. Are you in? I'm out. I'm in. I'm out. I'm out again. No, they're actually a bisexual bull. So there you go. And so some hot wife couples prefer dragons because that way they can obviously play male to male as well as male to female. And so, that was a term I didn't know.
No, me neither.
So it just goes to show, we've been going now for 4 years and I'm still learning.
Always learning.
So that was the swinging news for another week. Electrocution.
And dragons.
And dragons.
Yes.
So we're going to move on now. With readers' messages, and we had such a response from last week from that lovely lady who wrote into us, who'd lost her husband and wanted to try out swinging really for the first time, and we had such a lovely response from people that heard that and have then sent their questions in this week. So it's really, really lovely. So we're going to start off with a message we received on Fab Swingers. Obviously, I'm going to keep this anonymous because you'll understand when I read the message out.
Okay.
It says, "Hi, Mr. and Miss Sen. Sorry to message here. I have a question to ask, but I want to sort of ask it anonymously. It's regarding an issue I'm having with ED, which of course stands for erectile dysfunction, and feel it has stopped me in my tracks visiting clubs. We were a hot wife couple. We were on top of the world, then overnight, bang. I just wanted to ask if anyone had this issue and has still gone to a club and how others would react." So I think you'll find, if we're honest, that at some point most males have not risen to the occasion, shall we say, including myself. And I think if we go back probably about 100 episodes ago, same thing happened to me. We were in a club and all of a sudden I wasn't getting hard. I'm like, shit, and we were in a large open playroom at the time. And you just feel like the whole world is watching. And of course, the minute that happens, the minute you go, oh my God, I'm not getting hard, that's it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's fatal.
Yeah. Nothing worse than getting in your own head.
No, you might as well zap yourself with a cattle prod. And yeah, I mean, it's a horrible feeling because you do feel incredibly self-conscious. But honestly, don't get into your own head about it. It's the worst thing you can do. I remember talking to Mr. Saucy about it. That's who I spoke to. Because then, once it happened once, I was terrified it was going to happen again.
Yeah.
And so I remember going to the club and thinking about it. And then nothing happened on that occasion either because I was thinking about it before I'd even got to the playroom. Yeah. Which is, I guarantee that will happen. If you're thinking about it, oh God, my God, will I get hard? Will I get hard? Guess what? You're not going to get hard. So the worst thing in the world is to get into your own head and the minute you're walking into that club thinking, oh, am I going to get hard? But there's good news, especially if you're a hot wife couple, the pressure's instantly taken off you.
Yeah.
Because for a start, you've got a bull or a dragon. But, you know, if you're looking for another male to play with your partner, then that instantly takes the pressure off you as a male, and you can kind of sit back and enjoy it if you're a hot wife couple.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're, you know, just a straight swap couple, then there is a bit more pressure on you. It's probably wise in that situation to take 5 minutes out and just relax, chill, and probably just be with your partner for a bit, you know?
There's a lot of pressure on guys, isn't there?
Absolutely.
A huge amount of pressure, and so many different scenarios that could possibly happen that, you know, you could get overstimulated almost. So you get too overexcited and then nothing happens. Or like you say...
You've had that yourself, Mrs. A.
Yeah.
But when you're a guy, then play stops.
Yeah.
When you're a lady, it doesn't have to stop quite so instantly as a guy. But, I mean, obviously, you know, we've got other parts of our body. We've got mouths, we've got hands, and we can use other, you know, parts of our body to stimulate. So my advice would be just literally forget what you're doing. Try and clear your mind as much as possible. I know it's almost impossible, you know, saying that. But try and clear your mind as much as possible. Go back to foreplay, you know, use your hands, use your mouth, and use any other bits of your body that stick out.
There are other things that you can use as well. I mean, you looked at other kind of treatments, but so the first one that you looked at was a gel that you just rubbed on the end of your penis.
Exxon, I think it's called.
That's right,
from Boots Chemist. I found that amazing.
Yeah, you got on really well with that.
Obviously, you know, with erectile dysfunction, there are two different situations that can cause it. One can be a medical condition, and it can be anything, you know, side effects from drugs that you take into anything. It can be illnesses, but a lot of the time it can just be a mental problem.
Yeah, you
know, the stress, tiredness sometimes, like you said, overexcitement, overstimulation.
Yeah.
Mainly getting into your own head is the worst thing ever. One tip that I love that somebody gave to me was take a little toy bag with you. So if you're a guy in the couple, take a little toy bag. And if we think Roger and the Cabin Girl, they have their little toy bag. And
they do.
Roger takes his. He's the most popular guy in the club because he's got this bag of amazing magician's tricks that he just pulls out, and his bag is like the Doctor Who TARDIS. It's this tiny little bag, and it's got like Jedi swords and dragons and all sorts in there. Make it sexy. You're going, ooh, what have I got in here? Kind of thing, you know? Pull something out, and something that vibrates, something that purrs, something that buzzes. You know, it's all things that take your mind away from it. Make it fun.
Yeah.
And I guarantee that you will forget more about it then.
But if you feel like you do need something, there are things out there, aren't they, that you don't have to buy over the counter. Or, I mean, you tried the chocolate. Which was really good.
Yep. So there are natural remedies as well. So there's something called horny goat weed.
Yeah, that's what you take.
And you can get that on Amazon and all sorts of places. Obviously, try and be sensible and try and be careful where you're buying natural herbs from.
Yeah.
But there's a natural herb called horny goat's weed, and you can buy it in capsules. And I tried that, and it was amazing. It worked for me. Some people just say it's a placebo effect.
Doesn't matter.
But to me, it was brilliant. And then within a few weeks, I'd forgotten all about it.
Yeah.
You know? So horny goat weed for me. There's chocolate, which has got horny goat weed in it.
Yeah.
So you could try some of the chocolate. There are jellies that you can buy.
Yeah.
And of course, obviously, then there's the little blue pills, Viagra.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's many,
lots of options. So don't feel as if like the world has ended and it's just a black hole of
and like I said, and you're in a dynamic where you as the stag, if you like, stag and vixen of the hot wife couple, you can kind of sit back and relax and just enjoy whatever's happening, and the pressure is not on you. So I think that's a good position to be in. If
I think also that there's I'm thinking of this from a woman's perspective, because this has happened when we've played with other guys where it hasn't happened for them.
Yeah, and then obviously the emphasis is on them, and you could instantly see me sitting there watching. You could instantly see them going, "Oh no!" The panic and the flashes on their face.
But for me, that isn't the be all and end all.
No,
if we've had a really good connection and you've had that foreplay, so to speak, all the sensation play or whatever. You don't have to have penetrative sex to have a great time.
No, and if you are the guy in that situation, perhaps you can say, look, take a step back and say, I'd love to watch you two as a couple play for a bit. So that instantly takes the pressure off of you. And I guarantee that if you're watching two people getting hot, that will stir things down there in the underpants.
Absolutely.
So just do things to try and take your mind off of it, and don't set yourself time goals where you think, oh my God, I've got 5 minutes to get hard.
Yeah.
Because it'll
never work.
That will kill anything.
Yeah.
That will kill any stone pole. So you don't want to do that.
No. Hopefully we've given you some tips.
Definitely. And like I said, the little bag of toys, definitely use that one.
That's a good one.
That's my favourite.
Yes.
Let's move on to the next question.
Okay.
This was an email sent to us from a beautiful couple who the lady was actually moved to tears by the question last week.
Oh, she wasn't the only one.
And she said, "Hey, Mr. and Mrs. N, love the show. You're officially become my guilty pleasure during my morning commute. I've listened to you now for 3 years. So my husband and I have been together for 7 years. Congratulations. Classic vanilla, totally monogamous, great connection. But lately, we've been having incredible, intense late-night what-if conversations about swinging. At first, it was just a bit of dirty talk to spice things up. This has been going on for a few years. But last weekend, we actually made a profile on Fab Swingers, just to look."
Yeah,
of course,
right.
That's how it all starts. Now, the fantasy is starting to feel like potential reality, and I am in a cocktail of completely turned on and absolutely terrified. My biggest fear isn't even the sex part, it's the aftermath. My question for the podcast is, how do you prepare your relationship for the ego hit of watching your partner be with someone else? I love the idea of watching him, but I'm terrified that the moment it happens, some primal jealous monster is going to wake up inside me and ruin the best thing I have. Did you guys have a point of no return moment where the fantasy met reality? How did you handle the emotional hangover the next day? Help this vanilla girl if she's actually ready to become a vixen. Thanks so much, S.
In answer to your question, yes, we've been there.
Absolutely, yeah.
For us, it was slightly different because we were the hot wife dynamic when we first started out.
But we've also done the other thing as well, where you watched me for the first time, or you actually sent me off.
I did send you off. Yes, I did. It's a weird one, and from a woman's point of view, so you can do it from a male's perspective.
Yeah, I start.
You start.
Start it in chronological order because we started off as hot wife. We had that opportunity. We've spoken about our first meet so many times, but we had that opportunity where, we weren't going to see this guy at all, but we had the opportunity to meet, and we knew at that moment it's going to happen. So we'd set our boundaries.
Yeah.
And our original boundaries were a blowjob.
And no kissing.
No kissing. Just a blowjob, no more.
The no kissing thing is actually quite a big thing. It was for me.
Yeah.
Because, and I know you laugh at me about this, but I actually think that kissing is a very personal,
intimate
act.
thing. Yeah, I know I joke about it, but I totally agree. I do agree. I think you know the minute all your clothes are off.
Yeah.
I think the minute you start stripping off and you see the dangly bits or, the bouncy bits, I think that's just my feeling on the subject. I've said this so many times, but it's not just how you feeling, it's how you're connecting with the other person.
Yes, absolutely.
The other person is so important in your first meet, because how they react and how they behave during the meet is going to determine whether you have an amazing first experience or a dreadful one. So my advice is concentrate really hard and make sure that if you do proceed, that you wait and make sure that you find the right people or person to play with.
Yeah.
Because that is a lot of your work done.
Yeah.
Then if you're in that situation like we were, it will just feel natural. It just felt, this is a real turn on. And you'll know. So perhaps you could, always be honest with yourselves, but always be honest with the person as well, and say, okay, look, this is our first time. Let's kind of set a boundary up to a certain point, but I may want to stop.
Yeah.
And if you say that, the other person totally understands the boundaries, they understand the deal, and you've got that set in motion. Then if it feels right, full steam ahead.
Absolutely. I mean, I know for me with our first meet, and we do joke about this because it was always only going to be a blowjob. But
so you say.
But I learned very quickly from when we used to fantasize about me being with somebody else to it actually happening. That's a big difference.
Huge.
And the one thing that was really stand out for me was having you there. So it wasn't something that I wanted to do without you. I didn't want to go off and play in a different room from you. I know one of your things used to be used to like listening at the door. But I was so glad for our first experience that you were actually literally right next to me while it was happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
It actually made it really sexy because I was watching you the whole time and I could see the reaction from you. Don't get me wrong, in my head, I was going through this whole, I really shouldn't be enjoying this, but friggin' hell, this is the hottest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
So you do have an internal battle with yourself. And, sometimes you just have to kind of like go with it.
Go with the flow.
Go with it, exactly.
It is a leap of confidence.
It is.
And you don't know whether you're going to enjoy it until you do it. You don't know what you don't know.
No. But the most important thing is, and we always bang on about this, is the communication.
Absolutely.
So communicate throughout and communicate afterwards. You need to be totally honest with each other. What did you like? What didn't you like? What would you do again? What wouldn't you do again?
Yeah. And remember that you're doing this together. You're not doing it behind each other's backs.
Yeah.
So it's something you're agreeing to together. So if it's something that you don't enjoy, then you can't punish each other for it afterwards because you're going into it together.
Yeah.
And you'll just know. You'll just know. The minute the clothes come off, you'll know.
It is one of those things that you can't rush into it. You need to both be on the same page to be able to even move forward. You need to find the right person or people to have that experience with.
And obviously, this lady's been listening to the podcast for years.
She knows.
So I'm sure you're armed with all the information, and it's just a case of getting over that initial fear of taking that big step.
Yeah.
But don't do it until you feel ready.
I mean, if you remember when we kind of moved from the hot wife thing to playing with couples, I went through a whole journey of, am I ready for him to do this? Am I not ready for him? And I didn't actually say anything to you about what was going through my head at the time.
Yeah, here's us doing the podcast for years and years, but it just goes to show how easy it is to stunt that communication.
Yeah.
And just get lost along the way in transit.
Yeah. I suppose part of me, if I'm totally honest, and this isn't, a dig at you or anything, was I think if I had communicated to you that I was thinking, I felt maybe I could have opened Pandora's box and I may not be able to shut it. And I just don't know if I was ready for that.
Right, come on, Mrs. N.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump on this lovely lady over here. It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work that way. So, yeah, in hindsight, the best thing I could have done was just say to you, look, I've been having these thoughts. We talk about it, and that's what we should have done. Instead, I did the thing where I dropped the bombshell on you that night and just went, yeah, you go off and play if you want to play. And you were like, holy shit, what? Where did this come from? Because you had no idea.
Do you think now, in retrospect, you'd have liked to have been there when I first played?
Yeah.
I definitely would have preferred you to have been there.
Yeah. I wasn't sure how I would feel. And for people who have been with us since day one will know it's taken a very, very long time for me to get into the position where I could even watch somebody else kiss you, let alone anything else.
And any other week, it's like, yeah, just toss him off. Oh, he's getting a blowjob. Oh, look, he's getting a hattie. Got to listen to about episode 200 to find out what hattie is.
But yeah, it is another journey that you go on, but it's not one that you can rush into. So if I could give you any advice, take your time. Because if you get it right, it's going to be the best experience. And
as I say, wait until you've found the right people that you feel 100% happy and confident with.
Yes.
Okay, I think we've got time for one more.
Good. Go on then.
One more question.
One more question.
Okay. So this question is sent to us on Fab, and I love this. I'll save their names for afterwards. They've put, please don't read our Fab names out. So they've given themselves names.
Okay.
I'll read them out at the end. You'll understand why. Dear Mr. and Mrs. N, I need some major advice. My partner and I finally hyped ourselves up enough to visit our first swingers club last Friday. We spent weeks picking out the perfect outfits, did our hair, had a drink beforehand to calm the nerves, the whole 9 yards. But you guys, we literally pulled into the car park, saw the queue of people walking in, and completely panicked. I suddenly felt so self-conscious, and my boyfriend got super quiet. We sat in the car for 20 minutes debating it and ended up driving away and getting fast food in our club gear instead. I felt so defeated. My question is, how do you survive your very first night in a swinging club without melting from social anxiety? Are we supposed to just mingle right away, or is it okay to sit in a corner and watch? I'm so worried about the etiquette. Like, how do you politely say no thank you if someone approaches you without making it awkward? We want to try again this next weekend, but we need some Vixen rules for crossing that threshold so we don't end up in the drive-through again. We love you guys. Mr. and Mrs. Chicken.
I love it.
I love your sense of humour.
That's brilliant.
And I've got to say, your profile's damn hot as well.
This is a hard one. We have all been there. I don't think you could say anybody that has been to a club for the first time, you cannot tell me that you didn't squirm with nerves.
Yeah.
Debate whether or not to go through with it. I mean, our first time was horrendous. We turned up an hour early.
We did. We again, a very, very famous story that we're not going to go over, but I got the time wrong. And we sat in the car park for longer than you two.
You were little Mr. Eager Beaver, weren't you?
Yeah, and let's be honest, Mrs. N, were there parts of that hour-long wait that you were like, perhaps we shouldn't do this?
Do you know, the funny thing was, I was actually quite calm.
I wasn't.
You weren't. And then it all kind of changed when we actually got inside the club.
The minute I walked in, I felt 100% super confident. I'm like, I'm home. This feels right. And you went...
I was just like a bag of nerves. Absolute bag of nerves. And it's so difficult. And if there's one thing I've learned since being in the hobby and the journey that we've been on, that I'm hoping has helped other hobbyists, is the hardest thing you are ever going to do is walk through that door.
Yeah.
That is the hardest part. The rest of it is a cinch. compared to that. And it's the whole thing about taking control of your own night.
Yeah.
Being what you want it to be.
Absolutely.
So although we say don't go and sit up in the corner because you isolate yourselves, but if you're not ready to kind of take the plunge and talk to people and whatever, and you want to sit and watch, then if that's what you're comfortable doing, then that's what you do. Yeah,
absolutely. Most decent clubs are no expectation, no pressure on anyone.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. If you go to a club where you do feel pressured and there is expectation, you're in the wrong club.
Yes.
Leave and go somewhere else, because you will not have a good night. Always make sure that you're in a place and in a real safe establishment where you 100% feel safe at all times. If you don't feel safe, leave, because there are plenty of other nice clubs out there. So, obviously you've not said which club you're looking at. And we're not going to comment anyway on whichever club you're looking at, but make sure that you feel safe and you feel secure when you arrive at the venue. My second piece of advice would be treat it like a social.
Yeah.
Perhaps just go for your first 2-3 times and say, okay, we're just going to go for a drink. Just a drink and socialise and find out what this gig is all about.
Yeah, definitely.
And that way you are taking the stress off yourself. And in 10 years' time, you'll probably own a swingers club. That's what happened to us.
Speaking to other couples as well, because I love to hear people's stories on how they got into the hobby. It's one of my favourite things, and I'm really nosy. People tend to give themselves little goals.
Yeah.
So for your first visit, give yourself a little goal of, right, we're going to get over the threshold.
Yeah.
We're going to have a drink. We're going to see how we feel.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a good one.
And then build it from there. So just little steps when you are ready.
Second step, we're going to talk to some people.
Yes.
We're going to introduce ourselves to someone.
Yeah.
Little tiny things like that. It's really, really good advice.
It is, because as soon as you take that pressure off, it's a completely different experience.
Absolutely. And we know couples that have been going for years and years to swingers clubs, and they still experience social anxiety in the club. So, if you're not experiencing a little bit of those butterflies, you've been zapping yourself with a cattle prod and you're dead. So it's just one of those things to remind yourself you're alive.
It's actually good to have those nerves because it makes the whole thing exciting.
Absolutely.
And it's supposed to be fun. This is what we say to everybody all the time. It's a fun experience to have, or it should be a fun experience.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes I think you have to remind yourself that, you're not going into something negative. You're doing this for a bit of fun. And there's good nerves and there's bad nerves. There's flight or freeze. And that could be in a hostile environment and negative, but this is a positive thing. This is something you're choosing to do, and it's fun. So just embrace the sense of adventure in yourself and just go for it.
The other thing I would suggest, if you aren't already, I would get onto some social media sites, a bit like our Discord group is fabulous for things like this.
Go to V2V.uk. V2V.uk.
There's a link to our Discord group on there. The guys that are on there, the guys and girls that are on there, are amazing. All you have to do is just say, we're really new to this. Anybody got any tips? What would you suggest? And literally, that community will give you the biggest hug ever, and they will be there and they will support you, and you will feel like you're not alone. Because sometimes in the beginning, you can feel very isolated, yes, but until you start making those kind of connections and meeting people and making friends, not necessarily people that you play with.
Absolutely. Part of the question in there, one of the questions is, how do you repel people that if they approach you, how do you kindly say no thanks? For me, again, it's all about being honest, and I would literally say, thanks ever so much, this is our first time. And we're literally just here just for a social. Now, if somebody approaches you in a swingers clubs are not like pubs. So, in a pub, people will very rarely come up to you and start talking and jabbering away. But they may do that in a swingers club. because it's a lot more socially friendly environment.
Yeah.
And people aren't there in groups. So if there's single people there, they'll want to chat to people. So if you look nice and approachable, they'll probably come up and just say hello. That doesn't mean that they want to pull your knickers off.
No.
Again, rather than say, okay, if somebody approaches me, I'm going to repel them instantly. I'm going to use the cattle prod on them. You don't need to think like that. So kind of drop that mentality. And so if somebody comes up and says hello, then, you know, again, you've got past that first goal of talking to somebody in the swingers club.
Yeah.
And you can chat to them. I would early on in the conversation just say, this is our first time. We've only come here for the social side.
Yeah.
And it lets the other person know that exactly what the score is, that they're not going to be going into the playroom with you. And it kind of alleviates any pressure. You know?
Yeah.
And it's not wasting their entire night if they're
exactly.
there, if they're there primarily looking to play.
Yeah.
So it's kind of keeping your cards on the table for everybody.
Yeah.
So I would always be straight, be honest. This is what is so wonderful about this lifestyle. It's not like the outside world where everything's painted and false. So just put your cards on the table and say, yeah, you know, we're here for the first time and we're a little bit nervous and it's just a social for us tonight. That's what you've got to do.
That's literally all you have to do. Yeah. It's as simple as that. Don't overthink it, because otherwise it just, you'll trip yourself up, which makes it sound worse.
Yeah.
So just keep it dead simple. And like Mr. N said, you just say, thank you so much, but we're not actually playing this evening.
Yeah.
But it's been really nice to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That kind of thing.
I do see on your Fab profile, you are quite a distance from us, but if you do fancy a road trip, we would love to see you at the V2V Club.
Oh, absolutely amazing. You'd get a big hug from me.
We have a gorgeous hotel, literally less than 500 yards from our front door. It's about £60 or £70, breakfast included, plus your cost of entry. So like you could come to V2V and have a whole weekend of it.
Yeah, you could.
You know?
Yeah. Talking of weekends, Mr. N.
Yes.
What's happening this weekend?
I'm glad you asked. So we've got hot wife couples and bachelors this evening. And we've got the Ministry of Sin tomorrow night.
Wow.
And talking of naughty hotels, the hotel is literally about full.
Is it?
Yeah. All the double rooms have gone. I think they've only got the king size super rooms, whatever they do, the super special rooms.
Wow.
So it's Ministry of Sin with Sir John and Lady La.
It is going to be epic.
We've got DJ Sir John.
Yes.
This is going to be an amazing night. We've got some hot couples attending this one. We have got tickets left. We did the thing where we staggered the tickets. So if you went on the website earlier on in the week and it said sold out, we've released the second batch of tickets since then, because otherwise if we release all the tickets sometimes all in one go, they just go and it's not fair on everyone. So we kind of like just stagger it a little bit. So we have got tickets available, and it is tomorrow night, Saturday. Sir John is on the decks. Lady La is in, I don't know, La La Land. She's going to be at the door dressed in something outrageous. It's going to be amazing.
You seriously do not want to miss this event. It is going to be the event of the year.
They've got VIP characters turning up. That's all I'm going to say. VIP famous characters.
Yes, and goodie bags.
Goodie bags.
We've seen some of the things that are going in the goodie bag. I swear to God, if I don't get one, I am going to be really upset.
365 condoms. It's going to be a good year. Boom, boom, like the tyre. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. If you can't make it to the Ministry of Sin, the madness continues throughout June and July. We've updated all our websites, so now all the events go right up until the end of August. And as I was kind of typing them out and putting them all online, I was like, oh my God, every week's like mental. So like next week, next Friday the 12th of June, we have got Tantalise with the gorgeous Crimson Rose.
Oh, that is going to be a sexy evening, that is.
She's hosting her own night and it's got like super sexy music. And
very atmospheric.
yeah, everybody's encouraged to dress really sexy from the word go.
Yes.
So you can bring your outfit, dress straight down if you want to. And it's going to be a really sexy night. That's Tantalise on Friday night. Saturday, the World Cup.
Yep.
World Cup's on. We're celebrating the World Cup with V2V Sports Day. Are you sporty spice? We want to see you in your sexiest sportswear for V2V. It's going to be good fun. That is on Saturday the 13th. The week after, it's going to be mental. We have got 2 fabulous parties. We've got the Mixer Vixens on the 19th of June.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. So this is our bar crew.
The bar crew are taking over the club.
They are.
And they're making some monstrously naughty cocktails. And they're going to be shaking their things all over the club. The shakers, you filthy animals. So that is the Vixens, the Mixer Vixens on Friday the 19th of June. Saturday the 20th, it's the big one. Vanilla to Vixen, 1960s Summer of Love.
Oh,
the summer solstice.
It's the summer solstice party.
It's going to be awesome. 1960s. It's going to be groovy, baby. Tickets on sale now. We've already sold tickets for that. That's going to be super hot, that one.
That's a great night.
Just picking some more dates out at random. Another one that you won't want to miss. July the 4th, it's Independence Day.
It is.
So if the aliens don't land, we are doing a Midnight Cowboy and Wild West Girls.
Yeehaw!
Save a horse, ride a cowboy. July the 4th. Then Saturday the 11th, we've got our amazing event called Fusion After Midnight.
Oh, yes. We did this one, didn't we?
Really popular.
Very popular.
Saturday night, and we invite a couple of really, really top class single guys. So if you're a hot wife couple, you could come on the 11th of July, and there will be single guys in the clientele. Hot wives, you never get a Saturday because all the Saturdays are usually couples and single ladies. But on the 11th, on Saturday, the 11th of July, Fusion After Midnight.
Yeah, it was brilliant. The last time we did that, it was really popular. We had a lot of feedback of people saying this was amazing that we could get to come on a Saturday.
Yeah.
It was a lot more relaxed than normally rushing because they're just finishing work on a Friday. So this is why we're doing this event for you guys.
Absolutely. 18th of July, Saturday, it's the Vanilla to Vixen beach party.
Oh, it's the big one.
Bring your bikinis, bring your Bermuda shorts. We've got the grand opening of our outdoor area. It's the beach party, baby. A lot of fun. Now, July the 24th, Friday, July the 24th. This is a brand new one, and I've been really excited about this. We've twisted the arm of Mr. and Mrs. Curious Dubstep.
Yes.
They are hosting their own event. The 24th, Friday the 24th of July, it's Bring Your Own Music to the V2V Club. If you are a vinyl whore and you love your vinyl, you love collecting records, this is going to be the night for you. You can bring your own records. You can even DJ yourself with your own vinyl. We're going to have 2 decks set up in the middle of the club, and you can DJ for a little bit at the club, or you can ask Mr. Curious Dubster and he will do it for you.
Yes.
Vinyl DJing.
I'm really excited about this because you get a chance to listen to other people's music.
It's great.
And you know, you'll listen to things that you probably wouldn't have even thought of. So it could open up a whole new...
Exactly.
What's the word I'm looking for, Mr. N?
Whole new world.
Yeah, that'll do.
And if you're really, really funny about letting anyone touch your vinyl, you might be fine with them touching your wife, but you might not be fine with them touching your vinyl. You can DJ yourself. Nobody else needs to touch your vinyl. You can play it yourself. So there you go. That is the 24th of July. And then we've got Vivid again at the end of the month. So Vivid's going to be at the end of the month, every month at the club. So we've got Vivid on the 31st of July. We've got loads of events. Go to v2v.uk. And that really concludes all the events for June to July. I've only read a few out.
We've literally crammed so much into this show today.
I know. I hope we've helped those people and please keep the questions coming because we love reading them out. And we hope we've solved a few more quandaries.
Yes.
For people. So, until next week.
We shall see you then.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.